Hey y'all, welcome to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Leighanne and I talk about books. So basically I'm going to be announcing a new series that I'm going to be doing on my channel. If you have watched my channel for any length of time, you know that I don't want to say an obsession. Stephen King is by far and away one of my favorite authors of all time. And I have read probably a little bit over half of his body of work as of right now. However, I started thinking about it, and I really started thinking about it after I finished 11/22/63 and after I finished my reread of the Dark Tower series last year. That one of the things that I love about his writing is the fact that so many of his works interconnect. For example, in 11/22/63, some of the characters from it make an appearance, as well as in the Dark Tower series. There are several characters within that series that also cross over to some of his other works. So that's one thing that I've always enjoyed whenever I'm reading his books. So I thought to myself, what if you start from the beginning? What if you go from Carrie in publication order and really start to pick out these crossovers and these references? I just thought that would be really fun. Also, I started reading Stephen King at an extremely young age. I was probably 12 or 13 whenever I read my first book, which was Pet Sematary, and reading that book is what started my love affair with Stephen King. However, that being said, being 13 years old, you miss a lot of references, a lot of things go over your head. So I really feel like there are certain works of his that I read much earlier in my life that I really need to revisit to really get the full effect, in these works. So what I decided to do is start from the beginning. I think I already said that, but I'm saying it again. I'm starting from the beginning, starting with Carrie and gonna go from there. I'm not setting a goal as far as how many I want to get done. I am 100% a mood reader, so I'm just going to be reading them as I want to read them. This really is going to be kind of a no pressure challenge for me, really, because I feel like if I start to set goals, like, okay, I want to get through half of his work. Well, y'all, that's like 35 to 40 books. That's just too much. So definitely low pressure. I don't want this to feel like something that I have to do, because as of right now, I'm really enjoying it. As I said, I did already start that. I have gotten all the way through Carrie. I'm not going to share my thoughts on this today. I will be doing a totally separate video. That will technically be the first video in my King Chronicles, as I'm going to call it, because that's the best name that I could think of, and I actually think that somebody on Twitter came up with that name for me. And I'll link them down below. Once I find that. Anyway, went through, annotated it, and I'm really enjoying this process so far. In addition to going through and reading the books, if there's any screen adaptations, I will also be kind of watching those as I go. Those I probably won't include in the King Chronicles playlist so much, but I will probably be doing like kind of a page to screen type thing. There are several movies that I want to watch based on books, and I kind of want to do a little comparison. So there will be a separate series for that, and that will not just be King books, that will be, other books as well. So one of the other things that I'm doing is I kind of like made myself a notebook. This is my washi tape with the Overlook Hotel carpet, but I kind of have, fun facts, what my actual thoughts, themes, motifs, that kind of thing. My thoughts on individual characters, and any other connections that I can make to previous works. Now, with some of his earlier works, we're not really gonna see like outright connections, but I am already seeing the inspiration, I guess you could say, of some of the recurring themes that go throughout his work, and some of the characters that we will see again, and just drawing comparisons between some of those characters. So I'm really enjoying this process. Anyway, so that's kind of the process that I'm going through, and I just kind of wanted to talk about it. As I go through, I'll be talking about what I'm reading on Twitter and on Goodreads. So if there is a particular book that you are interested in reading by him and want to read with me, I would 100% welcome that. So all of my social media links are down below in the description, so you can get at me through any of those platforms. Although it's probably better, Twitter or Instagram are probably the two that I check the most. So in addition to this reading project, I am also in the process of collecting his body of work in hardcover edition. If you have watched my vlog from Contemporary-a-thon, you know this, or if you've watched any of my Insta stories, you also know this. But I got like really eBay happy. I got really eBay happy the last couple of weeks and managed to get some new additions. If you guys have noticed, this shelf has changed. And as of this moment, I cannot fit anything else on it, like nothing. If I tried, it would be really, really bad. It'd be like standing things up in the front, which I don't really want to do. So I've definitely collected a lot more of his works. One of the videos that I did last year was my Stephen King collection. I'll link that up above if you're interested in watching it. I have parts 1 and 2. Part 1 is my mass market paperback collection. Part 2 is my hardcover. So that kind of tells you which one you might be interested in anyway. So as I said, I am collecting those. I have the vast majority of his older works. I'm waiting on a couple other ones, trying to find some in good condition. So I am slowly but surely making my way through that. So that is all I have for you guys today. So just the announcement, talking about this new series. What are your opinions? What is your favorite Stephen King book? If you've read any, comment down below and let me know as well. Remember to keep things spoiler free in the comments for people who have not read those books. As I said, if you would like to join me on this journey on any of the books, not all of the books obviously, because I don't think anybody's going to want to read all of these books with me. If there's any books in particular that you know that you would like to read with me, comment down below and let me know, or send me a message. Goodreads, Instagram, Twitter, all of that stuff is linked in the down bar. But that is all I have for you guys today. As always, if you like what you see and you want to see more, make sure you click thumbs up and hit subscribe if you have not already. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you all next time. Bye.